Some say it's the silent killer because no one wants to talk about it. Domestic violence affects 1 in 3 women, and one woman is taking a stand. LUTV reporter Kelsey Johnson sat down with Antoinette Mays, an activist in the ongoing battle with domestic violence, as she tells her story and speaks out for those who no longer can.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, every 9 seconds, a woman in the U.S. is assaulted or beaten. This is something Antoinette Mays is fighting against because she has been a victim herself.
Well, I was pretty young, and the person that I was dating at the time, I got back to my hotel room, and he was there, and it was like, oh, I was so excited. What are you doing here? Da, 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 da. Say, well, I heard you went to eat dinner with some guy from some other school. So I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what are you talking about? And pow, he hit me upside my head. And right at the time he hit me, my coach was coming in my door, and she said, oh, I don't think so. What is going on? And she made him leave and everything. And when I got back to school, as soon as I got back to my dorm, there he was. I had to call campus police and everything. And it was not pretty. And I didn't like it. And then the next time I saw him is when I was sexually assaulted. And that was the worst experience of my life. And I didn't want to report it because I didn't want my family to know it.
Years later, Antoinette would face yet another devastating tragedy. This time, the loss of her best friend at the hands of her friend's husband. This sparked a pact between Mays and her friends, and when tragedy struck their group again, this time they would not be backing down.
I had seen my best friend get beat up by her husband, and the police at that time couldn't do much. And I was terrified that she'd be dead before the night was over, because we had a friend that her husband waited till all of us were gone, and sometime in the night he came back and he killed her. And we were determined. We made a pact. There were 4 of us. It would never happen to any of us again.
Since 2008, Lamar has hosted a candlelight vigil and prayer walk to end domestic violence. This year, the event gave attendees an inside look at real domestic violence cases. There were guest speakers, and candles were lit honoring those who lost their lives to domestic violence.
So if speaking out and walking and lighting candles and shouting from the rooftops and having support groups is what I have to do, then I'm going to do it. Because I never want it to happen to anybody again.
Kelsey Johnson, LUTV News.
Mays also adds, if you know someone who is in an abusive relationship, talk to them and try to get them help. You might just save their life. For a full list of the statistics and to learn how you can help, visit the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence website at ncadv.org.